Hi friends, I got some rotisserie chicken from Costco yesterday, so I thought I'll share some recipes which I do generally with this chicken. I deboned it yesterday and kept it in fridge, so I'll be using that today in my recipes. First we'll do chicken bun, and then I think I'll do a chicken kofta. For chicken buns, what we need is around 1 cup of milk and 1 teaspoon of sugar and half a teaspoon of salt. This is lukewarm milk before I added ingredients to it. So I'll let it sit for around 10 minutes or so to give it a chance to froth up, and then we'll add the dry ingredients. The yeast has frothed up nicely now, so we can mix in the dough. We need to take 2 cups of flour, break 1 egg into the flour, pour the yeast milk and start the machine. Let it knead till you get a soft dough. If you find that the liquid was a little bit more, you can add a little bit flour. It's almost ready. It's a soft dough. Put it in a bowl and leave it for a couple of hours if you live in a cold weather for it to rise to double. I'm just going to try Instapot today for proofing. So for the chicken mix, what I have here is some big pieces of breast chicken from the rotisserie chicken which I had from Costco. I just took some couple of pieces from it. Depending on the amount you want, you can add more. I'll add some carrot to it and some onion. I have some pickled jalapenos here, so I'm going to use those. If you don't like jalapenos, you can use bell peppers, but I like them, so I'm adding them. Usually for chicken salad, I use bell peppers. If you have celery, you can add celery and cabbage, but I don't have those today, so I'm just making do with these. So, and now going to the rest of the ingredients. For the chicken, carrot, onion and jalapeno mix, I'm going to add some more ingredients. I have this cream cheese, so I use 2 of them. If you have the container variety, you can add 2 teaspoons. And mayonnaise is one of the main ingredient, but you're trying to cut it down, so you can skip it. I'm just going to use a small bit here. Otherwise, if you like mayonnaise, you can add up to 2 spoons. And then light soy sauce, 1 teaspoon, little bit of crushed red pepper and black pepper if you like. And one of the ingredients should be sriracha chili sauce, but I ran out of those, so I'm using this Taco Bell's fire sauces. So anything which will give it a little bit of spice. And towards the end, add little bit of salt to your taste. Instead of this, you can use Indian spices if you like it spicy and stuff, but I do it because we eat it as a salad too, and we And you don't need to cut the chicken into small pieces. This mixer will do it for you, but it will be very fine in texture. So for your, if you are using it in buns and breads, this is perfect. But if you want to eat it as a salad and you want a little bit more bigger chunks, then you use a fork to do the, just fork the chicken so that you have a little bit more bigger pieces than how fine this makes it. So if you see, it's very nicely mixed up, very fine mixture. So ready to go into the buns. The next dish I'm thinking is to make the chicken kofta, and for this we need the boneless pieces of the rotisserie chicken and half a teaspoon or 3/4 teaspoon of chili powder, around 3/4 teaspoon of coriander powder, around half a teaspoon of cumin powder, around quarter teaspoon of ginger garlic paste, and little bit of crushed red pepper. If you like a little bit chili in it, green chili, you can cut and add it. I'm not adding it. I'm adding little bit of onion, some palak, some spinach, and little bit of stale bread or toast if you have. If you don't have, skip it. The binding would be okay, but if you want little bit more binding, you can use either this bread pieces or egg or the roasted chana dal, roasted besan, that is. So let's start. So added one breast piece and then little bit of the thigh meat here. Depending on the chicken, your spices you may need to increase, but this is what I've added. And I'm going to add the rest of the ingredients and salt also. And then I'm adding this toast and spinach and onion. You don't need to add spinach, but I just like some vegetable in any of it, so I just add. Start the machine and then it should mix it into nice paste. Add some oil to it. I'm adding canola oil just to give it a little bit of oily taste when you bake it. Instead of sprinkling a lot of oil on top of it, you can just add it. So this is now mixed well. We can take it out and make it into koftas. If you don't have stand mixer, you can do the same in the grinder mixer also. Drizzle some oil on the pan, put a butter paper and then parchment paper, butter paper, and then put the koftas. The koftas are ready now. Since this is already cooked meat from rotisserie chicken, you can just drop it into the gravy and then it will cook nice and well. If you like the frying taste, then you could fry it, but I don't do the deep frying at all, so I just will bake it little bit in the oven at 375 for 15-20 minutes till it browns on the outside little bit, and then I will store it in the freezer for now because I'm not using it immediately. So I'll store it in the freezer, and then whenever we need it, we can use it. It really helps when you're in a pinch and you want something good. This comes in handy. You just have to make a gravy at that point of time and drop this koftas into the gravy. Very quick meal. I have some leftover leg pieces. So from that one rotisserie chicken, after I made mixture for the chicken buns and then chicken koftas, I still have two big leg pieces and the wings and stuff. So I'll just make a little bit of fry with this to use it with roti. And if there's any leftover meat, you can use it in the as a taco filling for quesadilla or tacos. It's about 1 hour 15 minutes or so. It was in Instapot. I was trying to proof it in the Instapot. What I noticed was it was nicely done and double in size, but the moment I opened the lid, it deflated. So let's see how it is. I don't see there's any problem. Anyway, we were going to punch down, but I'll be using this for the buns. And let's see how it bakes. I'm just kneading it a little bit, and then I'll just make into equal portions. I have made it into 8 portions. So I'll just make 4 buns and 4 breads, like long breads. Roll the bread little bit and we'll put in the filling. And fold it. I'm not a big expert in making this, but it will work. It's not a problem. This is another version. Just make it elongated so that you can make into a long bread. This will take little bit more chicken. Typically what I do is I bake these buns and freeze them, and I take them as weekday lunches to the office. It takes like 45 seconds to heat up. It doesn't smell, and if you are in a small office space or something like that, it's very good. And now make the cuts here. So make cuts here and then you just fold it on top of them. These are ready to go into oven now. We have preheated the oven for 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and this will go in for around 25 to 30 minutes. I just check after 25 minutes, and if it's done you can take it out. If not, you can leave it for a little bit more. The same with koftas, it will go into 375 Fahrenheit oven. After around 15 minutes or so, check it. If it's browned sufficiently, you can take it out. If not, leave it more. So done now. I'll just do some butter on the top to give the glaze, and then ready to eat. These opened up little bit. I should have put some milk and closed it properly, but I think this will be okay. What I do is I freeze them. Whatever you can consume, and rest you can freeze. It will stay fresh for long. And these are the koftas, which are also nicely browned and done, ready to be used in the curry. This will also go into freezer for me. I think this we got to consume immediately. It's a little bit more open. So that's it, friends.